didn't say we're only going to play him 17 minutes tonight, but they're going to pick and choose their moments with him.
And utilize the media timeouts. As you see both of these guys come out with the next media timeout almost instantly to follow.
Teams exchanging turnovers, both with sloppy ball handling, and the Huskers will set it up.
Now with Cups on Tominaga, I'm going to try to utilize that mismatch right here, experience-wise.
And Tominaga with his first three. You called it, Sean. The Huskers spotted that one early.
Really well done by Nebraska. You have to understand who's out there and who's guarding you, because Galloway was all over him. That's not a knock on Cup. He's just not the defender that Galloway is at this point in time.
Ups now quickly up the floor to Galloway.
No, he hasn't come out of the ballgame. Ware is a little bit, that's not the shot you want. He's tired, okay? You don't want to take that shot when you're tired, especially early in the shot clock. Get down there in the block.
6 of 17 now on the year. Eli Rice on the floor for the first time for the Huskers. Tominaga, the split, and the floater drops.
Very difficult by Tominaga. He was able to get to that strong hand, but he didn't take one extra dribble, which would have led to a potential charge from the weak side help rotating over.
T-shirt time in Lincoln. Yeah, just because your son plays for the Huskers, Hiroyuki Tominaga, I hope that's a double XL, because the man is 6'11".
I was going to say that's a nice gesture, but I think it might be for not, or it will be a hand-me-down, because that's not going to fit that dude, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not wearing this shirt. His hands, but the Huskers will push it. Tominaga in the open floor, dribbling through all kinds of traffic, and a foul. Mbako was in the area, but the foul's going to go on Khalil Ware. Coming up, stick around for the State Farm halftime report. Dave Revson, Rayfeld Davis, and Bruce Weber. Scores, highlights, analysis, all coming up on the State Farm halftime report. Tominaga excellent at the line, 84% this year. Front end is good, and Tominaga with one more to go. Keisei with 6 now. With his parents in attendance last season, they're here twice. Averaged 15.5 points per game, 5 for 11 from 3.
And he had one play right in front of us. I mean, he shot it from deep, and I'll never forget it. He turned around while the ball was still in the air. He knew it was good. Remember that play?
I do.
I can't remember what I had for lunch, but I remember that.
30 feet at least, and he was halfway up the floor when that thing went down the net.
There's Mbako at his own pace and does not panic.
12th time in double figures this year for Ware, coming back off the illness. What a talent he has been this year and is. Tominaga, leaner at the elbow, is good. He's going back to his mid-range game a little bit, and that's been really successful for him.
It certainly was a year ago. He shot 62% from two-point range.
Mbako turned. Mast working against Ware. Mast, a little bobble. Leal there to try to take it away. 9 to shoot. Tominaga and a foul. Tominaga just curling around that Wiltshire screen, got bumped, and that'll be on Xavier Johnson.
And a smart play by Tominaga, okay? He's coming with his offhand, meaning his right hand, to the sideline, and there was some contact, but you see that little head bob? If the initial contact did draw the attention, the head bob certainly would.
Second on Johnson. That's 2 on Johnson, 2 on Renew, 2 on Mbako for Indiana. 6 points in limited time with those foul problems. 1 for 2 for Tominaga, and a timeout used by Indiana. 10-point Husker lead, 1:11 to play in the first half. And the Hoosiers,
Nebraska, to rotate defensively.
Going Gary all over that play. Renew trying to keep the ball, and it slips away. Here's Tominaga, baseline jumper for 2.
You could see that coming because Johnson has drawn the assignment coming out of the locker room on Tominaga. They went right at it. Johnson kind of had to make a decision about what he wanted to do. He made the improper one, and Tominaga made him pay from the short corner.
Indiana takes for Indiana to carve into that deficit.
Yeah, nice job on that dead ball situation to put it up toward the rim.
Can they answer on this end with defense now against the Huskers? Mast to Tominaga around the Mast screen, right back to the big guy for 2.
So pretty. come under control. He's shown the ability to hit that mid-range, and that's a difficult shot by Mast. A lot of times you'll see a guy put that long. He put just enough on it. Well done between those two. Trying to steal here probably a couple minutes till you get to the next media timeout at the 8-minute mark.
Huskers now no field goals in almost 3 minutes. Where do they go?
Good active hands because they had Mast on the dive. Good active hands by Renew.
Tominaga from way back with his second three of the night. Extending that defense a little bit now for Indiana. They try to chip away at this. Renew into double figures for the 13th time this year. Huskers have missed 6 of their last 7 shots from the floor, but still a double-digit lead. Tominaga around the Mast screen. He'll try the 3, and he'll hit. Yep. Tominaga is starting to feel it now.
We talked about it. You had a feeling that he was going to get things going here tonight.
18 now for Keisei in the pocket, picked by Mast. What a play by Allen. Holy cow. Full dive to keep that play going. Tominaga fouled, and he'll go to the line. And when Keisei Tominaga is feeling it, that's what you see from the Husker star.
Well, he's been delivering from behind the arc, but the effort plays the last couple possessions have been impressive to say the least. Tominaga has been the beneficiary. Here he gets a nice little screen, the step back. He's feeling it, doing it from 3, doing it from 2. He'll shoot more when we come back. Basketball, it's really fun to watch.
2 more for Tominaga. Just a moment ago, C.J. Wilcher walked out back onto the Nebraska bench, but he's got that wrap around his waist. His back is what was bothering him as he dove for that ball. And as you mentioned, may have caught an inadvertent knee in the small of the back a few moments ago. Keisei, 20 points for the 3rd time this year, 13th time in his career. But it was Wilcher, when Tominaga struggled early from 3, that really picked up the Huskers from range. And 3 for 3 for Keisei Tominaga at the line. And Nebraska with a 17-point advantage, their largest lead of the night. In the second half, after leading by 8 at halftime. Lawrence, through all kinds of traffic, drops it off to Tominaga for 2.
And they put the freshman in a blender defensively, meaning Cubs. They set a double screen to start that sequence. Cubs had to try to fight through it, and Tominaga, showing his basketball savvy, just kept moving.
Trey Gowton
Into this ballgame, he made 7 of his last 14 from deep.
And Lawrence, what a scramble. Tominaga for 3. Count it. Oh my, in the scramble. The Huskers find 3. And a turnover, trying to lob it big to big in the first errant post-to-post pass tonight.
Yeah, there wasn't really an angle to make that pass. Now watch what the freshman Cubs has to go through. Here, they set that screen, the double screen. He's able to get through that, but he gets caught on the wrong side. He gets caught watching the basketball, and Tominaga showing you his basketball savvy. Keep men moving, you'll get rewarded. He moves as well without the ball as anyone you're going to see, not just in the Big Ten, but nationally. And when you're feeling it, Kevin, you're feeling it. And Tominaga is definitely in that zone.
Well, you said this morning when we were coming into the arena earlier today, you just had a feeling that this could be the night Keisei Tominaga went off. His family in town, his professor in town came over from Japan, and a season high in points for Tominaga with 26. Inbound foul on Mbako is why we're marching to the other end for Bryce Williams to shoot a 1-and-1.
You said his professor's here?
Yeah, his professor's here.
My professors would have gotten on a plane the other way to get away.
Front end no good, but Nebraska stays with it, gets it out to Hoiberg.
Smart play by Hoiberg. You don't need points. Work the clock.
Tominaga, that'll be a goaltend.
Yep.
Ware with the swat, Tominaga with 28.
And it probably wasn't going in, but they had to call it because the ball hit the window. You have to leave it alone. I mean, this isn't going to go in, but once it hits the backboard, you got to let it go.